Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are making a vivid vivarium for Tangy. Say that 6 times fast. Don't ask me what that is, I have no idea. I think that it has something to do with retro stuff because a lot of the items in her requested tab were from the throwback set. I don't know though, and to be honest with you, I don't really care. I think that our final product ends up being really cute. When I think of Tangy, I think of tropical because a lot of people use her on tropical themed islands. I think because she's supposed to be in orange. So as you'll see, we do end up going with a beach lot, and I really like the outside too. I did spend a little longer on the outside than I had anticipated. I wasn't quite sure what to do with it other than I wanted to make it light and breezy with palm trees and use that poolside parasol lounge chair, whatever it's called. I again was kind of at like a loss for what to do with the interior. I remember seeing years ago on Reddit, sometime after the 2.0 update, somebody had done a series of tiny vacation homes for villagers. They used the 4x4 room size for their interior, and they did Tangy's. They did showcase it on their Reddit post, and it was adorable. If I can find that, I will link it down in the description below so you guys can check it out. Their work in general was really great. I might do something like that in the future, I say now, but that probably will not end up happening. I do like the interior too. I think it's cute. I think it really suits her. Do I think I could have utilized the space better? Absolutely 100%. I also feel like I could have chosen a different flooring type, and you'll see that I do something funky with like seating in front of the TV. I would have liked to have put like a coffee table or something either in front of it or something like else next to it or in front of it, just to like break up the space a little bit more. But overall, I really do like how it turns out. I think that I could have probably gotten away with doing it in the standard 6x6 room, but you'll see that we do widen that a little bit to do 8x8. I really like Tangy. I think she's cute. I talked about her in my Rating Every Cats video in Animal Crossing. I don't think she's super overhyped. I really do think she's adorable. I've never had her on my island before, and I would like to at some point. I can't remember if I have her amiibo. I don't think I do, and I've never seen her in my campsite. She is really, really cute, and I think that like the interior of her actual default house is cute too from my recollection, but I haven't seen it in a long time. I'm pretty sure that like that would track though, because she is one of the more popular villagers, and I feel like that Nintendo would have made good use of the orange themed furniture to go along with her being an orange. I think now as we're getting into late spring and kind of into the early summer here, I say as we're at literally the beginning of May. It's May 1st when I'm sitting down to record this. This video will come out mid-May, I think. But as we're getting more into the warmer weather, I might try to move my focus to doing more tropical themed vacation homes. I think that would be a nice challenge to kind of like try and stick to the theme that the villager wants, but also make it tropical, and it would make for a good series, and it would also make me think more outside the box instead of doing some generic standard thing. Like, I'm still really unhappy with what I did for Dom's vacation home. I might actually go back off camera and redo that, or at least move him, because you can move the houses to a different plot on the map. I've never done it before. I've only ever talked about roommates with villagers. I've never actually like moved a vacation home, but I'm pretty sure that is an option that comes up when you go and talk to a client about their house, like when you're already in your work uniform. I'll have to try that at some point and report back. Maybe I'll do it like on this channel on one of the vacation homes, potentially in one of the ones I'm going to do for Kringle, because I haven't really touched Happy Home Paradise on that account in a couple of months now. We're still only partway through the storyline for it. Unfortunately, I have not unlocked the ability to redo villager houses on that island. I'm slowly working towards it. I've just been putting it off and procrastinating really badly. I also just like don't have the energy to sit down and do a million vacation homes in one sitting. So I've been trying to break it up, and then I get stuck doing them in clumps, or I have been doing them one by one on this account, or just playing other games, because there are so many other games that I want to play and also like show on this channel. Like, I've been dabbling more into Sims content on this channel. The vacation home stuff on Kringle has fallen by the wayside, even though I said I wasn't going to show any of that here, because it's just going to be going through the storyline, doing the absolute bare minimum just so we can redo villager houses. However, we're getting to the point on my island now where I, yes, am going to be redoing the whole thing, because we did flatten it, we've started to build it up again, but I also want to start redoing the villager interiors, considering we have pretty much everybody living there that we want to for the most part, with the exception of like a few villagers. But in order for me to do that, I have to complete the Happy Home Paradise storyline. I wish that there was like a faster way to do it, because some of the things are time locked, and like obviously that can be circumvented by time traveling, but it's still a process, as is everything in Animal Crossing. I saw a list today on Reddit on the Nintendo Switch sub or something about compatible Switch 2 games, like games that are getting updates that were not really mentioned in the Direct or in a lot of other places. I think it's mentioned in some Japanese Nintendo site. Of course, Animal Crossing is not one of them. I wasn't expecting it to be updated for Switch 2 because they were very explicitly clear when 2.0 came out that like there would be no future updates to this game, content or otherwise. However, it would be nice in my opinion if they implemented the mouse, because there are so many menus in this game. You have to go through a menu to do literally anything, whether you're trying to do structural stuff on your island or fly somewhere from the airport or do anything regarding ordinances or any of like the island cosmetic type stuff with Isabelle. Literally anything. Talking to the shopkeepers, talking to the villagers, anything. It would be easier to just maneuver that with a mouse instead of having to do the arrow keys. And I can't tell you how many times I misclick on something at the airport, which is a whole other problem that's not fixable by the mouse thing. But then you have to like back out and then you have to go through it all again. I'm really hoping that in the next version of Animal Crossing that they're going to make it much more intuitive to do things. I don't want to have to rely on a companion app for my phone. I know a lot of games are kind of like going towards that in terms of like the technology, but I don't want that. I just want things to be more intuitive with how you play, how you get stuff done, make it more efficient. I know we have that Nook Link thing inside the Nintendo Online app, but you could honestly play Animal Crossing without ever opening that again. I use it to quickly access emotions. It's kind of just there. There are things that you can get by exchanging platinum coins or something, I think, that are specific items from that portion of the app. Overall, it just kind of hangs out. It's not like you need to depend on it to play Animal Crossing. Basically, I just want the game to be more efficient. That's all I'm asking. Anyway, I've talked too much about stuff that is not this build. As I said, I really love how it came out. I think it's really cute. I think it really fits her. As usual, we made 40,000 Poke for our work. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to become a member, you can do that too. You get early access to all of my videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!